morning and welcome to the Mumhood. So the time is 7 o'clock and I've just given her Saturday breakfast. She is in a phase, and I say phase, but it feels like this has gone on for the last 6 months, where she is waking up at about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning every single day. Now I'm trying not to complain because she is sleeping through, and I breastfed Renee, so she was up every 2-3 hours for about a year to 2 months. As soon as I gave up breastfeeding, that's when she started sleeping through. But yeah, she does wake up super early. She goes bed at about 7, half 7, and she has about a 2-hour nap every day. So I do have it quite lucky, I know. I've got it very textbook. But of course, I've turned to Google and said, help me, my child is waking up at the crack of dawn every single day. What do I do? And one of the tips I came across was to not give them any breakfast before the time you want them to wake up. That was okay, so I wouldn't give her breakfast till 10. But at a suitable time for this age, which usually is around 7 a.m. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you're getting 7 a.m, please let me know in the comments how you're doing it, what your toddler's routine is. But I've just stopped giving her any breakfast or any milk until it hits 7 o'clock. Obviously, I give her water, and if she is hungry, like if she's saying like eat or mouth, then I will give her breakfast. I'm not militant with it all. But I am also very tired from these early wake ups, so I will try nearly everything. Every single Saturday, because I've just come off the back of my full working week, me and her, we have like a lovely little morning where I make her pancakes. And then after her breakfast, we go out for a little 20-minute, half an hour walk, just to burn off some energy, get her to have some fresh air, get that natural light into her system to help her circulation system, whatever it's called. So we go out for a little walk, and when she gets back, I put her down, let her watch a movie. Now, we only really started letting her watch TV probably when she was just over 1. We were very, very strict on it beforehand. I think the older you get, the more you just realise the effect it has on children. Are you okay? I just want to say hello.
Hello.
Say hi, Renee.
Hello.
Hi, Renee.
I'm food.
You're eating some food. Is it nice?
Nice.
Almost makes you want another one. Until it gets to 5:30 tomorrow. I'm trying to do a thing where every evening I just spend 10 minutes, no matter what that is, but every evening, 10 minutes doing something where I'm cleaning something, and no matter where I'm at in that 10 minutes, once it hits 10 minutes, I'm done. Finito. I'm out of here. But then Saturday morning, I do just, clean the bathrooms, do the hoovering, do the mopping, clean everything. And whilst I do that, she watches a movie. We're not going to get super ready. We're going to go out there in our pajamas because it's quite a chilly morning, and it's the first one this year, and I quite like it.
Look.
We're going for a walk. Where's Bingo?
Bingo!
Oh, it starts. Renee, come on, we've got to go this way. We've got to go and pick up something from the concierge. Renee, this way. This way. Come on. Hey. Hey. Renee, we're going to go to the concierge. We go to the concierge. Mummy's got to go and get a parcel. And then we come back and we can have a look at the water.
Water.
No, not yet. We'll come back in a bit, okay? Okay?
No, on the beach.
Well, that took a lot longer than I expected. Yeah, just making her milk now. Milk-wise, I know mums love to know about this stuff. Milk-wise, she has 2 to 3 bottles. I've even stopped measuring it. Before it was like, 6.5 ounces. Now it's like, if it pours 6, if it pours 8, that's what it pours. But she definitely has a morning one. She always has a morning bottle around this time. And then midday, if we're out and about, then we don't bother too much. But if she can have milk, then she will have milk. I mean, I would really say 80% of the time she has her midday bottle, the other 20%. Not really, but then she definitely has her evening one. So yeah, 3 bottles between 6 to 8 ounces every single day. starting to become irritable, as you guys saw. And I've got a feeling her getting into that chair was a little hint for some food. I am going to be making a yummy smoothie this afternoon, which was going to have pineapple, so I'll cut this up now. Whew. And give her some Shrek. And then while she's eating that, I can quickly finish her off the hoovering and then have a little bit of time with her. Because I always feel so guilty on a Saturday morning when I'm tidying up, especially because it's on the back of her not really seeing me all week, and she probably just wants to spend time with me. I don't blame her, I'm a great gal. But also, tidying needs to be done. And I don't want her running around with crumbs on her feet and, you know, nothing's washed up and none of the washing's done. So over time, she will learn that Saturday mornings means pancakes, movie morning, independent playing while mummy tidies up, and then we have an afternoon of fun. So let's go and cut this pineapple up. So this is for my smoothie later, put it in the fridge. Now I'm gonna give it a little wash. I wash every bit of fruit and veg with her, just because you never know. There's so many horror stories about fruit these days that it just, better be safe than sorry. I mean, hey, it could say, you must wash pineapple. I haven't actually searched it, but better to be safe than sorry. I can't. It's yummy pineapple, darling. You love this. Toddlers, gotta love him. And now she's eating it. And here is a little tip for you guys. If your kid isn't eating something which you know they love or you know is yummy, but they're just being fussy, then quickly when they're not looking, just swipe a little bit across their lips. They will be curious because they're curious little humans. They will lick their lips and think, oh, this pineapple's lovely. Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. And they will eat it. Yay! Woo! I'm gonna get in the shower, then have some breakfast. And if you want to know, the time is 10:30. So yeah, I'm super hungry. I need another coffee and I need to just chill for a minute. Nothing fresher than a feeling of showering once you've tidied. Just realised I forgot to do the mopping. And I done this last week and I said, you know what, I'll do it later, and later never came. In fact, later is now, and I'm actually having that same thought process again. So let's not make that same mistake again. I'm just gonna hoover and make myself some breakfast. I would usually every single day when I'm not at work, I would have scrambled egg on toast. It became an obsession. When I was pregnant. It was my craving, eggs. Because I usually have that when Renee goes down for a nap, I don't tend to have lunch with her, and I tend to just have something quick to snack in the afternoon. But I want to change that. I want to start having lunch with her, because if you haven't noticed, I got her this cool little seat. She was like growing out of her chair and it was just getting really uncomfortable to like take her out of that one. So I thought, oh, it's time for a new high chair. And then I just thought, come and join the big kids at the table. Like, if you want to be a big kid, I'm going to treat you like a big kid. But no, I got this off Amazon, and I'm not going to say the price because I know things change from time to time, but it's around under £20. It's under £20. And it's brilliant. It's like, I thought, oh, let me wait for my partner to get home and he can set it up. And then I thought, Who needs a man? Not me. Yes, me. But I done it myself. It's like 3 easy strap things. 1, 2, and then 1 underneath. And then it just straps in. And it's actually like a toy for her as well because she's obsessed with buckles at the moment. So she's obsessed with her chair. But yeah, anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm going to have lunch with her. I'm going to have salmon and salad, and it's going to be lovely. And we're going to do it at the table together, a little mummy and daughter lunch. So I'm just going to have cereal for now because I do need something. I'm not waiting for her to wake up. And yeah, I'm just going to have cereal, coffee, do some little admin-y bits, and check back with you in a mo. Almost forgot to say, obviously, I will link that chair for you in the description below. So go and grab yourself one. So I've just made some breakfast, and excuse this if you weren't listening before last time I filmed one of these and you could barely hear me. So I'm not making that mistake again. I'd rather look like an absolute content job's worth. So I'm going to tell you what I usually do during her nap time because not many people talk about that. Everyone talks about the baby during these day in the life ofs. No one's talking about the mum. Like, I actually prioritize myself before Renee because when I didn't do that, when I put Renee before me, I like pushed myself to the back and I ended up showing up as this burnt out, overwhelmed, emotional wreck. Whereas when I started putting myself first again, which is hello, what the mumhood literally is. I know you're probably just here to watch a day in the life of, but if you are a subscriber, then you will know that the mumhood is all about the new way of motherhood, and it's when we put us mums first so that we can show up as the best versions of ourselves for our little ones, and not just that, that they can learn the importance of putting yourself first and what that looks like as well. So, whenever you can see it, clusters, like legit breakfast. But during her nap times, I do watch probably about 10 to 15 minutes of TV, usually whilst I'm eating breakfast and having a coffee. But I don't use her nap times to chill back. And I'll tell you the reason why, because my energy is mostly in the morning. That's when I feel the most energetic. I'm not saying I feel energetic, but it's when I feel the most energetic, opposed to in the evenings where I'm just like, even if I wanted to do something right now, my body is saying no. So I use her nap times to get my stuff done. Like, I am working on creating my own business and I want to, I'm a qualified life coach, and that takes a lot of research, a lot of time to bring that to my audience, to bring it to my TikTok, to my YouTube. And also to be a life coach, like, you need to practice what you preach. Like, I do a lot of meditation, I do a lot of yoga, I do a lot of journaling, I do a lot of reflections. I need to make sure that I'm keeping up with that, because if I don't, then I'm losing who I am. And we just said that's not good. And my logic to it is if my excuse for not doing it now is because I'm tired and because I didn't really have much sleep last night and because I work full time. I'm trying to bring up my own business. I'm raising a child. I'm a partner. I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a friend. I've got all of these hats on. If my excuse for using a nap time to chill back because I'm too tired, then that will legit be my excuse for the next 18 years, because I'm always going to be wearing those hats. I've got to stop giving myself excuses. I've got to stop letting procrastination win. And I've just got to do it. Like, if you're working on something that aligns with who you are and you're truly passionate about, don't give up on it just because you're so tired, because for the next 18 years, you'll be saying the same thing. So how I worked around it was realizing, okay, I'm not going to be able to do as much as I was before I was a mum, but I know that a lot of my energy sits in the morning and barely energy sits in the evening. I've tried to do it in the evening when she goes to bed, but I can't. Like, I'm so tired. So I use her nap times. I wake up before her at like 4:30, 5 sometimes, to try and get some work done. But in the evenings, they will always be my evenings, and they will always be my evenings for me, and they will always be my evenings for me and my partner. And that's that. But I was telling you about mine and my partner's schedule and the fact we work opposite to each other. So my partner works Thursday to Sunday and I work Monday to Friday. Therefore, there's 2 days, Thursday and Friday, where me and him are both working, it overlaps. And they're the 2 days that she goes to nursery. Now, the reason why we do it like that is because childcare is super expensive and we just can't afford it. We got into a load of debt when we were on mat leave. You know, I got out loan after loan and I just didn't really read into it. And we made mistakes and we're paying for it now. And it's tough. And he works, sorry. He works a job he hates it, 7 till 7, and he's doing it because it's very difficult to get a job Thursday to Friday, Thursday to Sunday, and you know the energy. If you've worked in a job you hate, then you know the energy that takes out of you. But it's what we have to do to try to get by, and you know we don't have any money left at the end of the month, and it's just something we're navigating right now. We're also really struggling because me and him, we only ever see each other in the evenings. So we're always seeing, sorry, whew, we're always seeing the worst of ourselves. We're always seeing the worst of each other. And the most stressed out, the most burnt. And, you know, most evenings we don't, if one of us is having a really bad day, like we used to be really good, we are really good at communicating, we really are. But previously, if he was having a really bad day, I'd be like, "Oh, I've got this. I can do it. You know, you sit down, you chill. Let me do us dinner," and vice versa. You know, if I was having a really bad day, then he would run me like a nice bath and have me like a really nice dinner because we had energy to give back. But we're constantly just having really bad days, and we're both constantly burnt out. And you know, on the days that I look after Renee, I'm looking after her by myself, and same with him. So we're sort of single parenting when like we don't really know what it's like when we're to parent together. That's why we do come across challenges sometimes because we just don't see it from one another. And she also doesn't see us like she doesn't really see us together as like a family a lot of the time, and it's really affecting us. And you know, we had a big conversation last night, and we were just like, he was just like, I can't, not like I can't do this. He was just like, I'm really struggling, and I feel like I'm about to go for a breakdown. And that's really tough to hear your partner say. It makes you feel like you're not doing enough and you want to do more, but you also feel like you're doing so much. And the thought of doing more is like impossible. So I've never like spoke this out, and I didn't realize how much emotion I was holding in because of it. This is why it's important to check in on yourself. It doesn't all come like rushing to the forefront when you do think about it. And I'm such a positive person, and I'm such a believer in the universe that they know how they say, what do they say? You know, your thoughts are your reality. So if you think about the negative things in your life, you'll get more of those things. So I'm constantly telling myself I'm okay, constantly being a positive one, because it's like for like, you know, I want to attract positivity back into my life. So my output is going to be positivity. But my sister said it to me the other day, I think you're just going through a lot more than you think you are. I'm just having one of those moments where I'm realizing this isn't a positive thing, girl. You know, this is a negative thing, and it's okay to face that head on. I didn't expect to get emotional in this. To have that kind of, oh babe, I'm just gonna go on a walk for an hour. Do you mind watching her? Or I'm just gonna go to the gym. Or I'm feeling really tired. Do you mind if I just this is the most saddest thing. Do you mind if I have a lay in? Those opportunities we've never really had before. So yeah, that's sorry about that, but that's a battle that we're currently facing. So on that note, I am trying really hard to build my YouTube up. So if you wouldn't mind taking a moment to just subscribe and like and comment and all of that, it would really help a fellow mum out. And if you wanted to see daily happy positive things. No, I do give you the real. Then check my TikTok, which is also at TheMumHood. And I give like daily little snippets of my life, a little motivation and coaching tips and tools. And on this note, like, please below let me know what struggle you're currently facing right now. And guys, like guys and girls, let's just give each other tips on these struggles that we're currently facing, because every parent faces struggles and every parent has a tip or a tool for that struggle. And so it's good to like, this is really good to speak it out, because I feel like I've just released some emotion that was within my body somewhere and probably showing up in other ways. So anyway, I'm going to eat my soggy custards now and drink my cold coffee and crack on with some work. So I'll let you know when she wakes up. It's already been 50 minutes. I haven't done the mopping. Oh my God, the mopping. I'll do it later. I have just got this cool little book, Mum, I Want to Hear Your Story. I love journaling, okay? And this is also like a cherished legacy of mine that she can just hold on to. Imagine the day that I'm not here and she has a question that no one else like her mum could answer. But questions like, what are some of the most important qualities that you should hold in a relationship? Like, I'm going to answer this for her in here. And every single day, I'm going to fill out one of the questions and I'm going to give it to her on her 18th birthday. I am an emotional wreck today. I have cool things in there like, how would I describe myself as a kid? What's one of the things I miss about being a kid? But I'm also going to get this for my mum. I'm going to get her this as her birthday present, which is coming up, because I want to hear her story. I want to hear her legacy. And I know my mum would love this. My mum's a journaler. I will tag this down below for you guys as well. And it's just a great Mother's Day present. It's a great Christmas present, a birthday present. It's also a great baby shower present. So we've just woken up and it's 12:41, so bang on 2 hours. Her tummy is really rumbling and I'm a bit annoyed because the salmon's going to take about half an hour. Silly mummy. Can mummy have a kiss?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to go and put her on some salmon, which you don't like, but we're going to try it again because it's so good. Some salmon and mashed potato with some peas. And mummy's going to have salmon and, oh, I love her, salmon and salad. Right, I'm about to start on the cooking for me and Renee for our lunch. And then after lunch, I'm going to make my smoothie, which I should usually be drinking in the mornings. It's good to get something good in your body for the first thing, opposed to a cup of tea and 2 coffees. But we move. It's all about progress, not perfection. And then once I've made the smoothies, we're going to make an exciting trip to Aldi. So make sure you keep tuned so that you can follow us on that journey. And if you haven't yet subscribed, I'm going to give you a few seconds here to press that subscribe button. I'm thanking you right now. There we go. So that should go in the oven at 170 for about 20 minutes to 30 minutes. Yes, darling. Yes. She's doing some lovely drawing with a pen. Don't tell daddy. But just anyone else's partner, is this like their worst habit? They make sausages or something on the grill and then God knows when they made that and they've just left it in the oven. So the next time it goes to using it or you preheat the oven, it just burns the oven. It's just like, you know I'm going to clean it anyway, but don't make the cleaning of it much harder by leaving it in there for, like I say, God knows how long. So thanks, partner. I'll make sure I show this clip to you. Mama. I thought, oh my gosh, she's eating like all the salmon. That is brilliant. Girl, if you want to leave your sweet corn, you leave your sweet corn. Just went to empty out her glass of water. And she's put it all in the bottom of her cup. I've even given her a little dessert, thinking, well done, you've eaten. Like, this is what you get when you eat all your lunch. No. I am off to do the food shopping. I'm actually really, can I say the word, anal about my shopping list. I literally write out all my dinners, all the lunches, all the breakfasts for me, my partner and Renee. Obviously me and my partner have the same dinners. Renee kind of does now as well. And then I separate it into all the ingredients, and then I subcategorize all the ingredients into like fruit and veg, and then in the order of like the aisles. And then, oh God forbid I forget that list. It's a nightmare. So yeah, the way I do my shopping list is very much down to a T. And when I met my partner and I found out that he just goes on a whim, I was like, how are you remembering these ingredients? My brain does not work like that. He's the lucky one, not me. But yes, off to the shops now. 20-minute walk there, and then a tough walk back because I'm going to have to be carrying all the bags. Wish me luck. Shopping all done. You wouldn't believe that I have a car, but my partner's driven it to work. But I don't mind because I feel like as lengthy and difficult as the task is doing a whole week's food shopping with no car, there's a lot of benefits, and those benefits are, number one, exercise. Like I've just put in an hour's walk, longer, about an hour and a half walk, including the walking around the food aisles. Also walking back, fly in my face. Also walking back with this extra weight and the muscles, you know, well, I'm showing you my non-existent muscles, the control of the pushchair when it's filled underneath. Also Renee's out and about, you know, we're exploring on our way in, picking up stones, looking at the animals that we walk past, just the odd pigeon or cat. The shopping's done and it kills time. You know, when you, like I said to you this morning, one of the hardest days I find being a mum are the days when you have no plans. And I mean the no, like going out meeting friends, meeting families, doing something fun. I mean the days where you're just doing food shopping, tidying up the house. Like those days are the hardest ones for me. So if I can do an activity that kills 2-3 hours, then give me that activity 3 times over. And at least now I know when I go back, she can watch another little movie whilst I have one of my 5-minute chill out times on the balcony, debating making another coffee, or I'll just have a glass of wine when she goes to bed, which is so God, I used to feel so guilty about counting down to her bedtime. Now I'm just like, it's because I'm knackered. I'm shattered. I've given it my all throughout the day. And I will not be made to feel guilty for counting down to the time where I could close my eyes for 5 minutes, and if I fall asleep it's fine, or whatever. So cheers to mums not feeling guilty any more than we need to, because it's a constant battle. Say hello, birdies.
Warm. Warm.
Yeah.
Warm.
Potty training does not work when your daughter loves to clean. So she wheezes, I feel like on purpose, so that she can clean. I make her clean up her wee. Obviously not her poo. To be fair, she's never once pooed. Outside of her nappy, I'm sure that day will come, but I'm not going to make her clean it up. But her wheeze, I do, because I want her to put the 2 and 2 together. I want her to see it as dirty, disgusting. But she wheezes so that she can clean. So I've just done that twice, which is all fun and games. And now for dinner, just something simple. Nice little freezer. Chicken, but it's pesto Kiev. Not heard of that before, but she loves her pesto. Cauliflower, she's not had before. This was meant to be for a cauliflower cheese, but I never got around to that. So it is bedtime for Renee. The time is 6 o'clock, and I know that's super early. She's not actually going to bed. We are just going to read a couple of extra stories. Because I'm shattered and I need to sit down. And I was like, do I watch TV? But then I thought, no, I can't, not before bed with her. So we're just going to listen. Oh, sorry, darling. I'm just going to read a couple of books with Milk. Yeah, Renee? Say hi. Say no night.
I'm not. I'm not.
Ah.
Bye-bye.
Right.
Look.
If you like to dance.
Come on. Come on.
I am not daddy. I give you the love, I give you the cuddles, and I give you the kisses. You want the playing? Darling, that's not in my cup, I'm afraid. And I know Daddy does all these games with you, but he's giving you some high expectation if you're thinking
Come
it's
on. Come on. Come on.
Do you know what? Let's teach you how to massage my back. Let's teach you. There we go. So, yeah, get the knees in. Oh.
Come on. Come on. Hold on.
No, I'm doing that.
Hold on.
Hmm.
Hold on. Hold on.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. I feel like you're gonna fall. Daddy's got to do this. We go back. Shall we have a cuddle? You want a cuddle?
Okay. Okay.
Let's have a big cuddle. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's today almost done. It's certainly the end of my filming. I was going to show you through me making chicken and mushroom and white wine sauce, but I will film that one day because it's great. Or you'll find it on my TikTok. So cheers, mothers. Before I finish every video, I like to go over two things. One of them being what was something that I felt I could have been better with, something that just didn't sit quite right with me, something that I know I can improve on. And that is the cleaning in the morning, and I want some advice from you guys here. So the cleaning, it takes up not just a lot of my time, but it also takes up a lot of my energy. To use my fresh bit of energy in the morning to go on cleaning the house, which will only, the house ain't gonna remember that I cleaned it, when I could be using that time and energy with Renee in the morning after the back end of a week of not seeing her all week. That guilt is just always in me, and I kind of just thought, obviously the older she gets, the more she'd realise, oh, she has me in the afternoon and, you know, after naps, and then on Sunday for a full day, and we're always doing fun activities. But it still just makes me feel really bad, and I'm torn between, is it just one of those things where we always feel bad, we're always going to feel like we're not given enough, and we're always going to feel like we could be more present, or should I generally be using that morning part to invest my energy into her and then do the cleaning later on in the afternoon when I'm probably wiped out then and just pushing myself to do it? So if I could have any advice or help on that, I would hugely appreciate it, especially as I've given you guys so much advice today. But do just let me know in the comments below. And always good to end on something positive, which is a glimmer. You guys know I love my glimmers. What is a glimmer? Well, a glimmer is that feeling, like it could be a tiny little feeling, but something that just makes you feel like, oh, that felt nice, you know, just whether it was a little look from a crush, or not talking about me, I have a man, or whether it was like Renee just gave me a big squeeze and you just feel like an extra sense of love or gratitude or just specialness. And I would say my glimmer of today was, I sat down when Renee was watching one of her movies, and when she was watching Shrek, and it started getting a little bit dark, and it's the first time I've noticed it getting a little bit dark in the afternoon. We're in September, and I just felt like that feeling like you feel when you're a kid and you're sitting down. I felt nostalgic. That's the word. When you're a kid and you're watching a movie and you just feel like nothing else really matters. And I realized I was feeling that feeling with my kid, and it was like a, oh, moment, I'm here. Damn. So thank you so much for coming on this journey with me. Thank you so much for watching A Day in the Life of. And please, please, please make sure you subscribe. It's been a day. It's going to be a week of editing. So a lot of my time and effort and energy goes into this. But of course, it's my passion. I want to pass any kind of tip I can on to other mums out there. We are all in this together. We are a community. We are the Mumhood. So make sure you're becoming part of that and subscribing. And if you're here, made it here, then let me know in the comments. And please, of course, standard, like the video. It helps me keep going. But have a fantastic day. Mwah.